Today we're building a door. I got a good deal on this lumber package, but it's gonna need to be milled as it's a bit wonky. Before we get started, here's the design I came up with for the door. Pretty unique, right? Heading over to the joiner and planer, let's mill it down, get it nice and square. Always remember, if you don't have access to machinery like this, you can have it done at the sawmill for an extra charge. It's pretty minimal if you ask me. Starting with the interior door panel, let's resaw these boards into 1-inch planks. Then we're gonna get ready to glue them up. Now you're not gonna need any biscuits or dowels as that's just needed for alignment. And since these boards are nice and flat, we're ready to go. This door is gonna have a lot of unique issues, but I think I'm up for the challenge considering I've built pieces like this in the past. And after all, woodworking is just about confidence. So let's get going on the stiles and the rails, and we're gonna dado this out. We need this door panel to fit in there nice and easy, kind of like a glove. But we want to be able to have room for it to move, so we're going to have about a 32nd of an inch space extra just for that seasonal wood movement. When my client first approached me with this project, my first thought was, hell no, I can't build this. But the timing actually was perfect because I had just finished with this cabinet a week earlier, so my confidence was through the roof. At this moment, I thought I could do anything, so I just got busy. Part of every battle is just having your own mental state ready to go. At least that's what it is for me. The first challenge was this radius top. So I came up with this template. It took me a while to dial it in. I went over to the bandsaw, and then it was time to go over to the router table. I wanted to use my monster router bit to flush trim this to match that template exactly. After all, you know I love flush trimming. Then I needed to cut the panel down to size and do some rough layouts. It took me a minute to get this together, but I think it's coming along. What do you think so far? At this moment, I was getting nervous. I needed to dado out this arch, and this was actually my last piece of lumber, so I couldn't make a mistake. But I did it. I took my time, I did several passes, and I got it. Then I used this domino joiner to attach the top. Then I used the tongue and groove method for all the stiles and the rails. And the panel, it sat perfectly in there. One thing I've learned in my woodworking journey is sometimes you just got to get started. Like I said earlier, I was nervous about this project, but I had confidence. And I wanted to put it off, but I was too nervous with the schedule and timing, so I just got busy. But coming up with the layout and the plan of all these pieces well in advance and drawing it out and coming up with the templates to flush trim it, that was part of the process. And man, just look at this door. Because I came up with that great plan and layout, this was all able to come together mathematically really simply. I was pretty stoked that I figured this out, and I was starting to think I could tackle anything. But I'm going to be honest with you. The door hardware is not something I'm used to, and this was a bit of a challenge for me. Actually, to be honest, a pain in the ass, really. Now, I'm sure there's some awesome templates out there or some jigs that will make you do this, really easily, but I didn't have one yet. I'm definitely going to come up with one in the future because this is not going to be my last door. Moving on to the finish, let's take a microfiber cloth and clean off the little dust particles. Then we're going to use this product, which has got an awesome outdoor, durable exterior product. It's my first time using it, and man, it was awesome. It laid so well. And I decided to brush just to get in these little corners really, really well, and then I moved on to spray coats. And if you're wondering, I did 7 spray coats per side. Now, did I go overboard? Possibly. But is it going to last a very long time? Hell yeah. Now let's do this portion, which always creates controversy, which is my logo. People are usually like, geez, I wouldn't buy a door with that logo down there. But guys, I look at this as art. I'm a one-man show. It's taken me a lot. When I started this business, I was bankrupt and foreclosed on. I had no money to my name. So I look at each piece as a piece of art. And like any artist, you want your signature on it. And if any client orders my stuff and they're afraid to have my logo somewhere on the product, then they're not going to order anything from me. Check this out. Look at this. Come on through. Look at that view, though. That was money. This door came out awesome.